Con ustedes, Pedro Pietri.
You're fucking killing me.
Buenas noches.
Everything about Pedro is extraordinary. Even the way he left us. When you look around and you see everybody's got something to say about Pedro, it's like everybody was Pedro's best friend. Because whatever story people say about Pedro, and there were people that knew Pedro before I knew Pedro, there were people that knew Pedro in different periods. Whatever they say, no matter how big or small their their time with Pedro was, it was always a whole moment for both of them. It was their moment. So Pedro was everybody's best friend. So it's extraordinary to see how one spirit could touch so many people so very personally, and that you knew this person was your friend. You just feel so blessed, and you are, and so is he. People are going to talk about Pedro's poetry for a long time, about what it means and this and that, and that's good. For me, it was about humanity. And Pedro was a motherfucking humanitarian.
All right.
It was a great pain in the ass. And I called it the reluctant general. And then you can see, because even though he hated the internet, everybody was hooked up, connecting each other through the internet to be, to learn about Pedro, to spread the word about Pedro, to get people connected. And even though Pedro, was not into the internet or anything like that. So I think that, shows how much he was loved. Some people might disagree, but, first of all, let me tell you, Pedro left very peacefully, very beautifully. He left like he was going somewhere else. And so I feel that there is somewhere else to go. And I had been with my biological brother when he left, and it was similar. So it was a good thing, although it wasn't what we wanted to happen. I think he had to meet God. Meet God halfway, Get jettisoned. So, everything is funny about that. But Pedro didn't like Latin comedy. He said it had no imagination. And it needed to be, more rich and full. So, that was the surrealist effort that he was making in his work. Although people are going to argue about this forever. Okay, fine. Anyway, he was my great friend. I really loved Pedro. Pedro really loved me. We were both pains in the ass to each other. But there was real heterosexual love there. Don't be talking about that too. But we were two men who really loved each other, and we were men about it. I know that everybody will argue about everything. Pedro made his statement. Pedro did what he came here to do, and his work will always, always, always live forever, no matter what anybody thinks or does about it, because that's the same way his life is all about. I want to read you something from my friend Media. She wrote this because she can't be here.
Threw my shoes into the Hudson River, where West 125th Street ends on a fishing hook. Threw my shoes because I heard someone coughing at the bottom of the river. And if there is life after death, I'm walking barefoot to the next mixed drink. Pedro Pietri. Thank you.
War Update 1601. If a smart bomb is so smart, how come every time it blows itself up, every time you use it? War Update 000. If a smart bomb commits suicide every time it reaches its target, is it a terrorist? War Update 111. Is Bush a terrorist for using smart bombs that blow themselves up when they find their target? War Update 233. The problem with Bush bombs is they were not educated properly. War Update 000. I declared myself a terrorist combatant after weeks of relentless interrogation. I finally gave in and spoke to myself. War Update 2004. As Bush stood with a split-ass grin and hands reaching deep to grab the $5,586,000 campaign donation buyback from Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, I stopped wondering why millions of Americans are condemned to die because of no available health insurance funds, and why Africans are denied HIV meds, and why my friend must go to Mexico for cancer treatments he can't get anywhere in the United States. Why he must flee to find treatments that don't rape the body with a $1,000 a day chemical burn bath. War Update 03. Remember, the next time you say hello to someone you care about, be thankful to be able to say goodbye. Thank you.
El reverendo exhaló su último aliento en el escenario perfecto, suspendido en el aire, tal y como su esencia exigía, pues sus palabras volaban más allá de los vivos durmientes. Y fuimos muchos los que despertamos con su voz, su transparencia existencial y su punzante humor. Su muerte fue su último poema escrito a 30.000 pies de altura, a una velocidad de 600 millas por hora, pasando por 2 zonas de tiempo, dejando a los médicos debatiendo la hora exacta de su último suspiro, AM o PM. Con un guiño nos hizo entender una vez más que el tiempo es un invento que muchos se creen y pocos desenmascaran. Así marcó su trascendencia en estos últimos segundos al pasar su esencia a otro elemento más ligero y etéreo. Pedro celebrará siempre con sus carcajadas el absurdo de nuestra humanidad contradictoria y conformista, ya que él se regía por sus propias reglas cambiantes y bailaba al son de la integridad existencial que le permitía la poesía. Su obra desde siempre abrazó todas las causas de justicia social, siendo la voz por excelencia del puertorriqueño marginado en su propia historia colonial. El reverendo deja en nosotros sus grandes carcajadas, su ternura de amigo alerta, sus llamadas sorpresivas, su genio literario, su agudeza observadora, su fuerza de guerrero invicto, su humildad, sus palabras de apoyo y aliento, su imagen de Quijote urbano, con bastón coronado por una mano como lanza de amor incondicional, y un maletín que lo acompañaba como Rocinante, en sus batallas con los rascacielos y Wall Street. No se puede pensar en el reverendo sin reír entre pausas de silencio que se dejan para comprender el verdadero significado de sus palabras. Son miles las anécdotas que surgen cuando amigos se congregan a recordarlos, todos experimentando momentos en que nos hacía reír por dentro con sus acciones o palabras, para luego en la soledad del recuerdo morirnos a carcajadas. Nunca me cansé de oír cantar su Spanglish National Anthem o escuchar cuando recitaba su obituario puertorriqueño y sus poemas del absurdo desde sus cabinas telefónicas fuera de servicio. Y muchas veces me parecía que Pedro se desvanecía en el abrazo del saludo, al sujetar su delgado cuerpo, pero la energía de su breve apretón de mano me despertaba su inmensa fuerza, porque el reverendo Pedro Pietri, su poesía, su voz y recuerdo son pura energía solar, termodinámica y nuclear, y como tal, de acuerdo a las leyes de la física, nunca muere, solo se transforma. Gracias.
I want to read you something from my friend Nidia. She wrote this because she can't be here today. She writes, Pedro Pietri, world's greatest poet, died today. Please sign this petition to bring him back. Pedro, la luna está llena. Repito, Pedro, la luna está llena. And Pedro loves you guys. Thank you very much, guys.
I wonder if he wouldn't mind stepping up and saying a couple words for us. Vaya Willy, sube, sube.
Pedro, you finally got me here. You know?
Never too late.
He always invited me down here and I never came, and I just finally I said, man, I gotta show up. But I've been thinking the last couple of days and I said, man, you know, I never really spent enough time with Pedro. This guy, when I used to live downtown, 66th Street, used to show up at my house with his rent-a-coffin thing and do his routine, you know, like, he don't tell you he's coming over or anything, he don't care who's there, you know, he just walks in with all this stuff. And I was pretty active in those days, so he'd do his routine, we'd play a little music and, you know, break out the stuff, and I don't think we'd even talk. We'd just sit around, and I would read his work, you know, and I'd see him different places talking, and he just used to impress me so much as a guy that was able to take an injustice and really these situations and really make them ridiculous, you know, expose them for the ridiculous things that they are. And you know, in Spanish they say, déjame reír para no llorar, and that was like Pedro's secret. He would make you, some things are so serious you gotta laugh about them, and Pedro was really great about that. I wish that I'm ready to sign that petition. You know, I wish I had another chance. I'm really gonna miss him, and you know, I know he's gonna be entertaining everybody up there. You know, I don't really have a lot to say, much more to say. I'm not a talker. If I had my horn here, maybe I'd do a better job. But
our next poet is Sandra Maria Esteves. Is she here? Sandy, are you here? All right, maybe she'll come a little later. Now we have a poet that was very much influenced by Pedro, and it's from this new generation of absolutely imaginative and creative new poets in New York. Edwin Torres is with us. Thank you.
The blood on the clock is dead serious, no glass. Just eyes to avoid incorrections. The sounds you did not hear was probably somebody talking to themselves without saying a word. The other day, we answered the door after hearing somebody knock and nobody was there. This happens every day around here. We let whoever it was enter and leave because we need all the empty space we have available for those who are interested in being seen. And then, this is by Dari Pinheiro, and I think it applies to the New Rican experience, but also about Pedro's, his spirit, and what it is to be the future right now. Life now. Understand that this is now, and that was before. Now is now, before was before. What happened, happened, and what's starting now is beginning, and what's past has ended.
Cuando yo llegué a este barrio, a los edificios abandonados, a los squatters, hace 12 años, me maravilló encontrar en New Rican Poets Café y el primer poeta de verdad que vi en mi vida en Nueva York fue a Pedro Pietri, y me brindó una enorme confianza para hacer lo que yo había decidido hacer con mi vida, un poeta. El día antes de que Pedro se fuera a Tijuana con Papolete y con Joe al tratamiento, a fumar marihuana a Tijuana, ¿quién le iba a decir que no a esa altura? Entonces, le pregunté, ¿cómo estás, hermano? Y me dice, brother, I'm in the red planet now. Y yo sé que sí. Y entonces cuando terminamos la charla, le pregunté, ¿y qué le digo a los muchachos si preguntan por vos? Y me dice, tell them I say hi.